Hey, hope you're doing well. So I want to give you a little piece of advice on this, and that is when does it make sense for a first-time home buyer to buy a home? There's a lot. I get asked this question a lot of times. How much money is needed for a down payment? And the answer is, depending on your situation or a young couple situation, there may not be any money needed to buy a home. But does that mean that everybody that can get one of these type of loans should buy? And the answer is honestly no. You know, I hear a lot of people in my industry. I also sometimes hear realtors encourage people and tell people like just get into a home. Not always does it make sense. I want to give you an example of when it does not make sense. If a young person is coming to me, they want to buy their first home and not put any money in the transaction. Number one, again, a lot of times it is doable. Why should they not do it? They shouldn't do it if they have not been, number one, used to paying rent. So if they're living with family and they have no history of making a house payment, this is going to be kind of a shock going from zero to whatever the payment's going to be. That's one reason. Second reason is if they're buying a home and they have no money in checking or savings account really to show for, does that really make the most sense for someone like that? Because what happens a lot of times when you own a home, things break, right? It's the inevitable. It's going to happen. It's just a matter of when it's going to happen. So, look, I'm not ever trying to discourage someone from buying their first home. I think everybody should become a homeowner at some point, but being rushed into it just to do it, just so a loan officer or a realtor can get a commission on it, I'm not in agreement with. I think it's got to be I think it's got to make sense for the person. Do they have a little bit of money saved aside in case something breaks? It's super, super, super important because if you're living in an apartment or a home that you're renting, something breaks, you're calling the landlord and hopefully getting it fixed soon. Now, nothing else builds wealth like real estate. So again, just a reminder, I'm not trying to dissuade anyone from ever purchasing a home. It will change your life forever, but it can also put you in a bad place if you don't have some money in the bank just for a rainy day when something happens. I hope that makes sense. I'm always going to try to lead my clients down the right path for when it makes sense for them to be ready to buy. If you have questions regarding this, please feel free to call me anytime at 540-314-8843 or send me an email at jsweat@alcova.com. It's not just about getting a home, not just about getting a mortgage. It's doing things that will not jeopardize your financial future and put you in a good place to grow. Hope you have a great day. See ya.